because it was hella entertaining to watch the show. For me. I'm talking about young, famous, and African. Now, a section of Kenyans on Twitter have gone ahead to defend Tanzanian bongo flavor artist Diamond Platnumz after he trended due to his grammatical errors while communicating in English. Diamond-born Nasib Juma, who is currently featuring on a reality show on Netflix called Young, Famous, and African, while answering a question on how old he was, he responded that, you know, he's 31st. And I genuinely, the first time I saw it, I thought it was just like a marketing strategy because, you know, they have to create some form of talkability about the show. Because you saw the edits, you saw the shorts, you could tell that this show had great budget. So, of course, they had a number of different producers who must have, you know, watched it to know that he said 31st. And you could hear the English that he was speaking throughout the show. So the 31st, and no one caught it, come on. And then also, it's not his first language. So I don't think it's such a big deal. Cindy, what do you think?
Yeah, it's absolutely not a big deal.
Yeah.
I think, and we've said this before, when it comes to our athletes, we forget the amazing feats that they have done, because when they are asked to give a comment by an English-speaking reporter, they're expected to be at par. However, if you go to China, if you go to Russia, they don't care who you are. They will speak their language, you know, without blinking an eye, and it's okay. I think as Africans, we should accept. It's only in Africa where English is a measure of intelligence, where as Africans, we bash each other for speaking a language that was brought by colonialists. I think it's almost the same as, and I don't know if this happens to you, Amina and Mato, because we have kids, and maybe Mariam, if you have nieces and nephews, when you have that one niece and nephew who speaks Kiswahili, and the other kids are speaking English, guys get a look of, oh my God, are you poor?
It's
No,
true.
that has never happened to me. I'm sorry. It has never happened to me.
Like you know, like the village market kids talk like this, and then the Southfield Mall kids talk like this. We should actually embrace our culture and our language.
Growing up, every time we would go and interact with kids from an international school, they would just make us feel like we're from another,
like you swung from a tree in order to get there.
Like I was riding on a lion to get to school that day. They make you feel so shady just because of English. Mariam?
I absolutely agree with what Cindy has said. It's not a difficult thing to put some subtitles there. It would not have been that hard. That being said, 31st sikito kuroast mtu, but it's also the nature of reality TV. You know, you find what's there and it's roast-worthy. Guys roasted the wigs, they roasted the makeup. There's a scene where, like, I think Kanye's eyelashes, they're fluttering, and she keeps like batting her eyelids, and she could fly away because the lashes are huge. Really so everything is roast-worthy. Everything is kind of fair game when it comes to reality TV. So I don't think a lot of it was actually ill-intentioned, that, oh, we think Diamond is, you know, less intelligent or this, that, or less talented because he says 31st. And it was like one grammatical error. No big deal, but also reality TV means you get roasted. It's part of the game. Yeah.
It's what you sign up for, right?
To answer the question whether it's a big deal, I would say yes, it is a very big deal. Because this was very intentional. Test trial ilikuwa wakati alikuwa akiongea na, was it Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, it was Snoop Dogg.
When he could not understand a thing that was being told to him, and all he could do is, yeah, man, yeah. That was, hiyo ndio ilikuwa audition. Hii sasa ndio show. This was the show has precision in the shots, in the edits. This was very intentional. Nakwambia tumechezwa.
I agree it's intentional in that sense that, of course, there's someone who could have told him, say, I'm 31, yeah? But there's so many other things that they also left so that we could roast them. This is what I mean when I say it's reality TV, so it's scripted to be like that. If your wig, like Amina, honestly, if your wig is all the way up to here and we don't tell you, it's because we want it to be the topic of conversation on Twitter. Did you see Amina's wig was all the way on the back of her head?
I don't know if I'm comfortable. Is it though? Like, now I'm wondering. I'm like, I don't know.
No, it's perfect.
I'm sure.
Perfect, but that's why they did it.
Producer probably alikuja akawhisper kwa masikio yake akamwambia, wewe kuwa as natural as you possibly can. You be yourself. Akasema, haya sawa.
All right. Real quick, listen. The chick that he was telling this to could have also reacted in a way like 31st, you mean 31? Like that's the natural, normal way to
correct
and
it.
She didn't. She was like, oh, 31, oh, okay, 31st, you know. But so it, and why we're saying that it was planned is because Mato knows this. Lazima kuna budget ya marketing. What are they going to talk about? even when artists come for interviews sometimes on the show, when I tell them, is this too controversial for you to talk about? They're like, oh my gosh, can we only talk about the controversial ones?
Right.
So
Yes.
that tomorrow, people are talking about this, and I'm like, oh, that's how it's done. And yes, I would rather be 31st and rich.
And rich,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
it's okay. It's
Au
31st.
kuitwa
Which he is.
Amina kwa show? Au
Hapana.
kuitwa?
Hapana.
Walikataa? Walikataa?
Wali-
Mi hakuni, mi hawezi ni consider.
Okay.
Mi hawezi
All
ni
right.
consider.
Young, famous, and 31st.
All right, so